Australia's not in South America.
What? Oh, I'm looking at
Argentina, maybe?
Yeah.
So point to South America. Right down here? Okay. So down there, that's where the people who used rain sticks originated. They used to make them out of hollow cactuses and logs. They used to put little sticks in there and little rocks so that when they would shake them, it would make a sound that almost sounded like rain. Why do you think they did this? When would they use them?
When they were singing a song.
Maybe when they were singing a song. They used to have ceremonies when they would sing and hope for rainy weather. Why do you think they would want rainy weather?
I have no clue.
What does the rain do for our earth?
Neon things grow.
Right, they need their plants to grow, and if it wasn't raining and it was dry for a long time, their plants wouldn't grow. So what would happen if their plants wouldn't grow?
They would die.
They would die, and then what would happen to the people?
They would die too.
Why?
Because they don't have any plants.
What do the plants give them?
Food.
Food, right. So in order to get food, they needed plants. So we're going to make a little rain stick of our own because we want to chart the rainfall around here as part of our weather unit, but it hasn't been raining for the past 2 weeks. We really haven't gotten much rain, right? It drizzled yesterday, but we haven't gotten a lot of good rain that we can chart. So we're going to make a rain stick, and we're going to hope that it rains. After we play our rain stick and shake it around and make some rain sounds, we're going to hope that brings on some rain. What do you think?
Good.
So here's our first step. We're going to decorate this with markers. You can decorate it with different designs. You can draw clouds. You can draw shapes. Whatever you'd like, whatever colors you'd like, you're going to decorate this with marker. And then we're going, wait a second, not yet. Then we're going to get these little pegs. And you don't have to fill every hole, but you're going to stick some pegs in these little holes.
Wait, can I shake it? Can you hear what it sounds like?
At the end, you can do that. Just wait for now. Just listen to the instructions. You can stick the pegs in the little holes. You don't have to fill every hole with a peg, and I wouldn't suggest you stick every hole with a peg.
I know, but if you stick every hole, it might go. Oh.
No, don't do that. So you're going to pick a few holes. I'll give you about 6 pegs. You can pick the colors when we're done. And then when you're completely done, I'll put some of these little pebbles in there for you. And I'll seal off the top with some tape so they don't fall out. And you can use your rain stick. What kind of sound do you think it will make? Do you think it'll be a loud sound?
Yes.
It might be a loud sound. Do you think the sound would change if we flipped it over quickly as compared to slowly? Would it be louder if we flipped it over quickly or slowly?
Quickly.
So what would happen if we flipped it over slowly?
Quickly.
And then what would happen if we just left it like this?
It will not make any sound.
It would not make any sound.
Because it's just flat on the ground.
Because it would be flat and all the pebbles would settle in the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is go grab that basket of markers and bring it over here so you can start decorating.
Well, when John comes back tonight, I'm telling him what to do.
No, just worry about making yours for now. So here's a question for you, Stephanie. You can keep coloring as I'm asking. Do you think people today here in New Jersey care about the rainfall as much as people did a long time ago in South Africa?
No.
No, why not?
Because some of them were like they couldn't even do anything, so because they didn't like the rainfall, they didn't like.
For people now?
Yeah, because that can actually kill you.
What do you mean?
Like if you go down one, sometimes like actually do. People don't like it because sometimes people don't like water.
Some people don't like water, and if you get all wet going outside in the rain, that's inconvenient, wouldn't you say? We don't grow our own food for the most part, like those people did.
We buy them at the grocery store.
Right, did they have a grocery store back then? No.
So they had like dinosaurs, they did. They had to hunt.
They had to hunt like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs had to hunt. So they had to hunt and grow their own food. That's why they cared about the rain so much.
And that's why I think we should not like water. Well, I like water because it gives you relaxing.
It could be relaxing.
But do you like water?
Sometimes.
Oh, did you ever be in a hot tub? Have you? Me too. When you're swimming in it.
Keep coloring. Keep coloring. I have another question for you.
What?
Do you think the rain stick will actually be the reason it rains?
No.
Why not?
Because if you shake it, it just rains. That'd be weird.
So you don't think this causes rain?
Yeah.
So this is just more of like a fun thing that we're doing now to show us how other people used to think the rain happened. Now you know why it rains. Remember we talked about the water cycle?
Yeah, the water cycle.
Why does it rain? What happens to the water?
From the ocean, it goes up to the clouds and then it came
Good. The water comes up from the ocean, condenses in the clouds, and when it can't hold anymore, it rains. And then what happens to the water after it rains? Where does it go back to?
the ocean.
It goes back to the ocean, and then what happens?
And then it keeps on going and going again.
You're right, it keeps on going and going. The cycle continues. Good. What's it called, rainfall? What's that word that starts with a P?
Precipitation.
Awesome job! That's a big word to remember. I'm really impressed. Keep coloring.